Going on the first mission adventure for the year. Gonna climb a bit of a Yama. It's got some cars coming. So it's steep. So we've got hammocks to sleep in. Nice big cliff faces we have to sort of either dodge or sleep on. So we can't wait. So I'll just turn this around and show you what we're looking at. It doesn't look much here. This road has got a very slight gradient uphill. There's a cabin we're heading to up here, and that's 150 meters above sea level. Up the top, up there, is 610. So as a crow flies, it's a distance of 400 meters we'll be walking. But as an angle, I haven't quite worked that one out yet, but it's going to take us a good part of the afternoon. There's some nice cliff faces up there. All these were used for abseiling in the past. Can't wait. So everything we need we have to take with us. Up there there's no water, nothing. So everything will be humped in and humped back out. So down at the cabins. Now I just downloaded a inclinometer for the phone, and from the bottom to the top up here is 64 degrees. We'll be on our way soon. We've got backpacks on and we're on the way.
I don't know if we've got a little buoy on the place. I don't know if the buoy was up here. The bottom's up here, all the other cats, up that nose. So he's jumpy as. So he sleeps up high now. He gets up on top.
Alrighty, this camera really does not show the severity of this hill. Where we started was down in, I couldn't even show you where it is, down the bottom there. We're not even halfway.
Must have started about 2 o'clock. No.
It's a pretty good walk. And it just keeps going up. Now I'm trying to hold my phone level. You can see how nice and steep this place is. If you want buns of steel, I recommend coming and doing a mountain. This is not any ordinary mountain. This Yama is known as Mount Archer. I think this hill's getting taller. Yeah, it's a good climb, even though most of it's on hands and knees now. Imagine having a long gun, body armour, maybe about 40 kilos of extra kit in your day bag, double first line ammunition, just to go do a simple Overwatch task. Alrighty, almost there. Now let's have a bit of a cliff face between us and our camping area. Not a challenge at all. John's still working his way up, but almost there. So, this might be our way up. Nice and flat around that way. Alright, gotta get him ready for a chimney climb. The higher we go, the more breeze there is. Orographic uplift. You reckon you can do a chimney climb now? Up between that tree to your left?
Getting up isn't what I'm worried about at the moment, it's getting back down.
No, so we'll just roll.
I know, that's what I'm worried about. I think I know. I'm going to get down this level flag and up it.
We'll just roll into a ball like an armadillo and off we go.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright. I feel okay. It's just nothing to get onto. It's exhausting.
Well, we just got around that cliff, only to find more cliff. A nice big fig. So I think we might just have to keep skirting around here, find our way to the top. Made it.
There we go.
pretty much on the last stretch. Everything you grow and grab, it's got thorns. Thorns everywhere now. She's nice and steep, and everything is thorny. Righty, I made it to the top. It's nice and, well, it's not nice and flat, but it's flatter than what it has been. Down this way, you can see sky through the trees. I think we might have another cliff over this side. Yes, just down over here is a cliff. Yep. This is pretty much us for the night now. And all this down here, that's all cliff face. So tonight, or this afternoon, we're going to set up sleeping areas, put up a perimeter cord, so if when you get, well, either of us get up, we're not just going to go wander aimlessly off into the bush and fall down the hill. From the highway, you don't even see any of this. It's more creek. That continues around these sort of areas. Almost here. Okay, it's nice and windy up here. Going down the bottom of the hill, there's pretty much no breeze. There'll be the slightest breeze down there, which doesn't seem much. Up here we'll get all the breeze, so that's called orographic uplift. Now imagine that's the side of your hill, and each of my fingers is a line of wind. So the wind at the bottom of the hill here is going, say, 1 kilometre an hour, and that's coming in, being pushed by lots of other wind over here, coming in, hitting the base of the mountain. That's got nowhere to go except for up. Now it's hitting the second lot, so this wind is hitting into the bottom wind, the bottom wind's hitting the next wind, and that's so on and so forth, and it's pushing itself up because it's the only way to go. So it's getting faster and faster as it's coming up, and then over the top of the hill, which is why it is really windy up here and nothing down the bottom. That's right.
Go down. Yeah, I'll drink that rip all down there. I can't believe I walked in the garage. And we get swag for Christmas and birthday. So you want swag to go cooking. Anyway, so anyways, it's just all like floors, playing the dead brick and place. This was everywhere. Army packed. Anyway.
Okay, got a nice hot supper. Hearty beef stew. Looks more like vomit. And a nice cup of coffee to go with it. Oh, just roll. Let your feet catch you. So it's Saturday morning. We're all packed up and just on the way out. Now just trying to find our way down through all this. $65 down. So this might have been a good spot to come down, but it's not. It just seems to have cliff faces everywhere. Oh, that little fella's still down there. Yeah, we might be able to drop down onto that. This is the trickiest part of the climb now, is going backwards. You might be better on your belly.
I know it's not recommended, but I always seem to go back to the wall.
Ready for the next one? There's a big cliff just here. Don't want to slide off.
Once you go, mate, that's it.
Nice safety gear.
I'm containing my fear.
Have glasses.
Containing my fear.
I found a little track here. There's a little path going around there. They're made by wallabies.
Got a big rock here, mate. Just keep.
Yeah, you're right.
Gotta get my leg out. So I don't drop it on you.
The trickiest thing making our way down at the moment is finding areas like this, getting to there and finding out that we've just been walled in. We've got a big cliff face. So we're going down a different way than what we came up. So we're using a reference point to head towards, which is out here. So we're keeping a northerly bearing. That way we should end up on the property that we started on it. So this country is home to red deer. Not so much where we are now. And all through this area here, up in the mountains, the far side, and the yowie. This is the Apprentice bushman, 59 years old.
58, I'm not 59
58.
yet.
My apologies,
58,
old fart.
59 yet.
Numbers. Speaking about numbers, if a hunter was to see Bigfoot and decide to hang him on the wall, and he's there 600 meters away, you don't put 600 meters on your scope, you're gonna miss. We're now shooting on an angle, so now we've got a triangle. So from here to said yowie is 600 meters on a down angle of 65 degrees. 65 degrees cosine is 0.41, 0.42 times the cosine by your distance, and that'll give you your grand angle. The grand angle is what you want to put on your scope. So 0.42 times by 600 is roughly 250 meters. So it's 250 meters you want to put on your scope, or if that's your adjust your iron sights or aim off. Wind at this distance is going to be the biggest thing. That way's west, so we know that the world is turning this way. Right hand twist in your rifle barrel, you're going to be shooting over here somewhere. So it depends on what caliber you use and what distance it stabilizes and has Magnus drift. So it's lots of little fun things to try and consider. We have wind here, no wind at the target, but is there a crosswind coming around the side of that face there of the mountain? Much to contemplate. So to find our way off this hill, I've been tracking some wallabies, what appears to be maybe 4, I think. Now find things like this every now and again. Fresh sort of sign. There's some fresh scat there and over here. Oh, this stuff is fresh. So to me, this just confirms that I'm on the right trail. And we're sort of on the right path. I know for sure there is no water up this hill. There's a dam here, a couple of dams over this way somewhere. So how hot it's been, the animals will be heading to water either last night, and they should be on the way back up, if not on the way down early as this morning for a drink. So the animals know the best route to go, so we're just following their trail. That's it. Local knowledge, and do as the natives do. When part of our 7 stages of tracking, one of the steps is do as the natives do. Now, it's always good to go off. It doesn't have to mean that it's a native person. It could be native inhabitants to the area, so that's animals included. So we're probably a bit over halfway at the moment, and we just found this nice cliff face to climb down. You can't see it, but the hill drops down through here. So that's all the cliff face we just came over this morning.
Hey, the big track is here, look. I'll be 59 in 2 months. Look how I'm feeling just fine.